I have not been myself for several days, and I've been thinking about my life and where I'm headed, and a lot of things I've decided to change, my major project being one of them. I decided that instead of trying to create this RPG, I've decided to go back to my actual interests of poetry and literature, anime, and art, which has been a focus of my life for a while. But I changed focus a while back because, I had the books. I still wanted to play the game occasionally, like I would collect heaps and heaps of PDFs. That way you're not supposed to. And eventually I lived in a home, and eventually a person came here, and we became friends, and we both liked the hobby. So we started playing again. Of course, it's a problematic hobby for the two of us for various reasons. Similar. So he went on to other places, and I still had a taste for the project. Not the project, because we weren't making the project. The project is new. I'm just, I'm not, I'm overheated, basically. Anyhow, yeah, I know I'm got the darkness and little shirt. I don't want to be shirtless. Sorry, guys. Why am I apologizing for something you're probably happy about? I don't know. Point being is I was still playing, and then I'm realizing that people, the main people here that do play are problematic, and I don't think I like them. So I've decided to move on, to drop the hobby, basically. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be within the ecosystem. Obviously, I'll be within the ecosystem. And just because I've stopped perhaps playing the games that he plays, doesn't mean that I've stopped playing games. I will probably play Cthulhu Tech and City of Mist, because they're interesting games. And obviously not Cthulhu Tech. Cthulhu Tech is because that's a game I would create. And City of Mist, well, I was intrigued enough to watch a podcast where you sit down in your RPG. I'm sorry, does that sound interesting? It was. So, yeah, I've decided to change focus and, move on with my life. And I think the fact that I can, even though I've put in a lot of effort into this project, move on, I think that is a form of growth. And the fact that I haven't said anything insulting about this person I'm having issues with also is a form of growth. Because I had a lot of things I wanted to say in the video, but, that's not the person I want to be. So I'm going to reevaluate my life. I'm going to find solace in old interests and improve. So, yeah, and hopefully that works well for me. There were more things I was going to talk about. I do not remember what they are, because for some reason I had to wait to do the video, and then I'm like, wait a minute, why do you have to wait to do the video? And I was like, I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm going to become more of an artist. Exactly. I'm going to become pretentious. Pretentious. I don't want to be pretentious, but I'm sorry. People who value their knowledge and stuff like that just come off to me as pretentious, and I'm gonna have to get used to being a pretentious person. I don't have to be, and until I find that special code within this demographic, that's just how I may be. I'm even deciding, and it's very crucial, that I get a high-end espresso machine, because apparently that's important. Damn important to the rest of my life. And I'm not kidding you. I am seriously not kidding you. Yeah, I know. Hopefully there's some humor in that. It's I'm laughing about it, but that's how is that a priority? How does that work? But it is. All right. So, and I've also decided that I'm not going to go in my old direction that I usually go, and I am going to support the ecosystem. And what I mean by that is I am going to buy the books, buy the animes, buy the comics, buy the art. There's nothing wrong with piracy. I'm sorry if you're upset that I feel that way, but there's nothing. Because if you I've said this before, and I'll say it again, if you treat your base with respect and dignity, they will pay. They will pay. If they're not paying you, you fucked up. And you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. Excuse my language. So that's today. So, and it kind of sucks because I do have a friend on here. I was doing this with that. Two actually, or yes, two. Obviously, yes, there was two. One, I'm actually working with the rule. Well, they know who I don't know, but one doesn't really see. Well, he lets me know it's my campaign, and he'll give me ideas, and he's good at that. The other one I've played the game with before in high school, and he's just. But what it comes down to with this guy is he's interested in what I'm coming up with, but it's not the kind of game he would play. And I don't even think the other guy even plays these games. I mean, we tried, I want to say Warhammer? I don't remember. There's miniatures and I painted things and some things got broken. But anyhow, and so I'm going to switch focus. I've already changed what I talk about on Twitter. I've already changed the kind of things that I look towards. And none of this might matter because I might have fallen off the roof and hit my head, right? You can just try to scramble on with the F I'm talking about there, but so that felt good to say. Sometimes weird things seem good to say, so I figure I am getting rid of a problematic element, as well as a problematic person out of my life, without doing anything drastic. And I think that's cool. I think that is a definite plus on my side, because I definitely would not. I guess I can be happy with the fact that I feel that's the right thing to do. I mean, maybe 4 hours ago, 2 hours ago, whatever, I probably wouldn't have thought the same thing. And days ago, I wouldn't even thought that I would be getting rid of all my books, because I don't need the problems. And I know you probably don't understand how a game can be problematic, because it's a game. It's supposed to be fun, but people aren't always fun. You can't blame the game for the people, basically. So, I don't know whether or not what fence I'm on about the time level, being it's do we go, oh my god, I talked for too long, or oh my god, I've talked too short? Well, well, I've said what I want to say, so, yeah, I know, it's the same. I've done it. Are you missing out on benefits born between 1957 and 1994? I'm missing out on benefits. Wow. Peace, love, and rock and roll. That's what's in my mind. But anyways, comment, subscribe, share. I will see you there.